Good morning from Istanbul. We have just finished off the global gathering for 2023 for MICN, and it was a magnitude of order greater than last year in Bangkok. I mean, last year was incredible, but God just really knocked it out of the park. I mean, first of all, I think we had 72 people last year. We had about 115 adults, 122 people total if you include the kids. So that in and of itself just felt like there was so much new momentum. But in addition to that, Edmund Chan, who's one of our key speakers, may have had the best preaching I've ever heard at a conference. I'm going to encourage every single one of you to watch his messages when we release them in a few weeks. And Chuck and Ingrid did a good job as always. Ingrid kicked us off on the first night dealing with some soul care issues and things that distract us from what God is calling us to. Chuck had a couple of talks and actually closed out the whole global gathering with communion on Thursday, and so it was a real blessing to have them with us. And they have such fond memories. They were asking about many of you who they got to know this spring. And so there's just this sense of a new momentum coming out of COVID and from last year to this year that MIC is truly global now. This is the first time we've moved the global gathering out of Asia and the Arab world. Turkey is still a little bit the Arab world, but it is coming into Europe. Next year, of course, we'll be in Buenos Aires. And we have so many exciting things already coming together for the global gathering for next year. We have multiple churches in North America that are saying they want to bring teams to volunteer and be a part of the next global gathering. Chuck and Ingrid said they want to come back and be with us. Just send them a formal invitation and they're going to be there. They're going to raise their own funds because they have such a connection. I mean, God's doing something among international churches around the world through MICN. We have a youth program this time for the first time. Next year is going to be a full-blown youth program. We've got leaders coming in. These things are already being planned. Our social media team, our Instagram account for MICN has gone up I think 9 times more followers than 2 months ago when we began this new initiative of content creation and social media management. Now, coming out of the global gathering, we've got a new Facebook manager who's going to take that to the next level. Our creative team worked together for the first time, and that's growing. Our regional coordinators that we have 4 around the world, they are now developing regional teams that are coming together to help expand the work with a goal of reaching 750 international churches over the next year. We're even setting up a new regional office in Buenos Aires with a staff member there on staff in an actual physical office to push forward the regional initiative for MICN. The event plans, as you can guess, for 2024 and 2025 are off the charts. I mean, they're on steroids. We've got, for example, Joeli was there, and he is wanting to do an event in Fiji where we bring pastors from Oceania, from different islands around that area, into Suva, into Fiji, for us to do an event to help spread the DNA and the thinking and the missional impact that MICN brings to those pastors that are pastoring international churches across Pacific Islands. We have some volunteers that want to help spearhead the charge of planting international churches across Africa. They're wanting to do an event next year in Nairobi where we actually raise the money in Africa to plant the international churches across Africa. And both of those gentlemen are from 2 different nations of Africa. And so, I mean, it's been one encouragement after the other for me, an exciting event, so exciting to see God move, to see people impacted and see them. And you see this as they want to get involved, as they want to volunteer. And so, as you can imagine, I'm encouraged, but I'm exhausted. It was a full week. And so now we just got into Istanbul today, or yesterday by the time you watch this. And so Scotty and Ellie and I are going to take a few days of vacation, and we'll be back on Wednesday. Look forward to seeing you next week. But thank you all for your prayers and your support. Thanks again to Mike for being there and preaching. I know some of you will be watching this, but you're actually on holiday yourself, so I hope you all have some great vacations and great rest during fall break, and we look forward to reconnecting when we're all back together in Stavanger. God bless you.